أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Still discussing Mary, the daughter of Imran. Yesterday we said the best position is that she was the honored, the trustworthy, the anointed of Allah. When glad tidings of a son, when the glad tidings of a son was given to Zechariah, he asked questions. We saw that in this year's lessons of the Qur'an, he was asking questions on how would that be possible. When Mary was given the glad tidings of the birth of Jesus Christ, she did not ask a single question. وَصَدَّقَتْ بِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّهَا وَكُتُبِهِ وَكَانَتْ مِنَ الْقَانِتِينَ. She put faith in the words of our Lord and in his scriptures, and she was of the devout servants of Allah. She did not question anything. She accepted what was said to her. And now we continue with verse number 42 of our study in Al Imran. وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله اصطفاك وطهرك واصطفاك على نساء العالمين. That was also taken yesterday. Behold, the angel said, O Mary, Allah has chosen thee and purified thee, chosen thee above the women of all nations. The angels here does not, as a word, angels as a word here, does not refer to many angels. It refers to the Archangel Gabriel. Jibril alayhi salam was the one that is referred to here. But to honor his position, he is described as if many angels were talking to Mary at the same time. We have seen in another place in the Quran, this is Al Imran, but in Maryam, we saw when Allah mentioned the same thing about her, فَاتَّخَذَتْ مِن دُونِهِمْ حِجَابًا فَأَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهَا رُوحَنَا فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا. She placed a screen to screen herself from them. Then we sent unto her our angel, and he appeared before her as a man in all respects. When the angels addressed, as we see in Al Imran, is not referring to many angels or all the angels, only one angel was referred to, but the plural is used to describe the singular as a mark of honor to the person concerning whom we are getting this narration, Jibril alayhi salam. إذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله اصطفاك وطهرك واصطفاك على نساء العالمين. Behold, the angel said, O Mary, Allah has chosen you and purified you, chosen you above the women of all nations. Allah has chosen you for his worship, chosen you as the first female to be accepted as a consecrated offering in the mosque in Jerusalem, chosen you and purified you from the worship of idols and images that human beings manufacture, chosen you as a special woman who does not observe monthly courses or confinement, chosen you as a woman without any human defects, chosen you as the mother of a son that has no humanly father. He came into the world without any male intervention, a miracle, Jesus Christ. And that is why he said in another place, وَالَّتِي أَحْصَنَتْ فَرْجَهَا فَنَفَخْنَا فِيهَا مِنْ رُوحِنَا وَجَعَلْنَاهَا وَابْنَهَا آيَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We made her and her son a token to the nations. Allah has chosen you above the women of all nations. We have said this repeatedly. It is worth repeating here. Not of the women around Jerusalem at that time, chosen you above the women of all nations. That is the second opinion among the scholars and is the best of the two opinions. She was chosen. There was no woman like Mary. She was chosen above the women of all nations, of all the world. From the time of Adam until the last day of judgment, no woman would be like Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ. And verse number 43, Ya Maryamu qunuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'ar raki'in. O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly. Prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. O Mary, that is repeated in the Qur'an, is a mild rebuke to the Nasara of the time. A nobleman among them was shy. He was ashamed to mention the name of his wife among people. But if Allah would keep repeating, oh Mary, calling her by name and the only female name in the Quran, then it shows that Allah has recognized her as one of his bondsmen and a special person among those that serve him. يا مريم قنوتي لربك واسجدي واركعي مع الراكعين. O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly, prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. This is an instruction to her, and incidentally, sujood is mentioned before ruku. O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly, prostrate thyself, make sujood, prostrate thyself, make sujood, and bow down, then ruku. Why are these mentioned? Because in Islam, in our Sharia, we do ruku before sujood. But in this verse, Mary was commanded to do sujood before ruku. The scholars said in their Sharia, they do sujood first. They go down with their face on the ground first before coming up and doing ruku and do their worship. But in Islam, we do ruku first before we go to sujood. Some scholars said, no, that is mentioned, not bringing the first to the last and vice versa, but it's just the form of worship that is mentioned without any preference, not showing what to do first or what to do last. Some said this refers to congregational prayer, that she has to pray in public because warka'i ma'ar raki'in. O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly, prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. Some said it's only an instruction, not that she should go and pray congregational prayer with the people. In her chambers at the attic, as built for her by Zechariah, she can observe her prayers in the same vicinity, in the same form as other worshippers. She may not necessarily have to come down and stay with others and pray. It refers to congregational prayer, yes. It may also refer to prayer as a whole. If they pray and you pray, you are part of those that pray, not necessarily being with them. Ya Maryamu qunuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'ar raki'in. O Mary, worship thy Lord devoutly, prostrate thyself and bow down in prayer with those who bow down. Tomorrow we take verse number 43 of Imran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
اطلب العلم من المهد إلى الله اطلب العلم من المهد